Good morning. Welcome to the program Agenda. I'm your host, Cito Beltran. On this 30th day of January 2023, it's a nice sunny day out here in Barrio Capitolio, Pasig, and we welcome you to the program wherever you may be in the Philippines or outside of the country. Magandang umaga po sa inyo. Thank you to all of you subscribers of Cignal TV and of course viewers of One News. And syempre naman po, thank you always to PLDT for their home fiber optic internet. Sabi ko palagi yan, hindi naman tayo po paid commercial. We are simply expressing gratitude for the technology that is made available to all of us, because at the end of the day, without this technology, we would not be broadcasting online. Anyway, like I said, it's the 30th of January 2023. So let's begin our day with our daily starter. And just as a background, I was attending a church service yesterday at the Victory Lipa, at Victory Lipa City. And the pastor who was preaching was a very young pastor, Pastor Mac from Baguio City. And he flashed a card or a slide on the screen. And it made me think. And he asked this question: how do you respond when Jesus takes your loaf? Okay, this is from the story in the Bible, the miracle of the 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, where there were about 5, or they say 5, 10, 15,000 people, and Jesus asked, where are we going to get food for all of these people? And they brought a young boy who had 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. And from those 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, Jesus performed his miracle, and he fed 10,000 people. And that's where the question comes from. Kayo po, sa buhay natin, in your life, how do you respond when you have what is little and it is asked of you to give to others? Because, you know, when you are asked to give from your abundance, okay lang, marami naman eh. Maraming pinanggagalingan yan. But if you just have enough or little, and Jesus says, give me your 2 fish and 5 loaves so we can feed all these people, how do you react? Do we react with expectation? Do we react with generosity, willingness? And napaisip po ako, kasi kahit sino naman, we kind of, we reflect on that and we think about it. I may ultimately give, but I'm never pleasant about it. Sabi nga na iba, si Cito kind pero masungit sa kindness niya. What about you? Because at the end of the day, your little can miraculously feed so many more. So your little time, your little money, your little effort, what happens when Jesus asks you for your little? Do you give or do you withdraw? Yun lang po, daily starter for today, January 30, 2023. Okay, let's now go to our front page coverage of the Philippine Star. And the headline goes, Bato to ICC. Hindi po binabato yung ICC, ano? Baka mamaya sabihin nyo, binato yung ICC. Hindi po. Sabi raw po ni Senator Bato to ICC, who you? Ayun ang mga magandang translation eh. Sino ka? Ano kay mo? So, Senator Bato, ICC, in an radio interview said, who you? And emphasized the independence and the Philippines not being part of the ICC regarding its persistence of the International Criminal Court yesterday to investigate the Duterte administration for its bloody campaign. And this morning po, in a little while, nakachamba po tayo, na-bless po tayo ni Lord because pagka haba-haba man daw ng prosesyon, sa agenda pa rin ang dating. Okay, we will be speaking with one of our favorite senators to interview, Senator Bato, Dela Rosa. But let's go through the front page coverage quickly. So the headline is Bato to ICC, who you? At the top of the front page, we have House Bill allows BBM to stop PhilHealth premium hikes. Okay, nagpasa po ng proposed bill ang Kongreso for to give President Bongbong Marcos authority to stop the scheduled legislated increase of premiums of the PhilHealth. But panawagan po President Bongbong Marcos, pabayaan nyo na po yung PhilHealth. Kasi mas malaki pong pakinabang. Filipinos benefit much more from PhilHealth support than they give in. Kumbaga, kakapiranggot. We give very little amounts as premium, but we get so much more in return. Not to mention peace of mind. The big photo on the upper right of the Philippine Star is a photo of two tennis winners, Filipino-Australian Jason Cooper and compatriot Rinky Hijikata, celebrate their men's doubles championship in Australian Open in Melbourne yesterday. So yung pong Filipino-Australian dyan, yung nasa kanan po, hindi po yung singkit, yung nasa kanan. Kasi yung isa naman Japanese, I think, or Korean with Australian nationality. Anyway, to the left of the top of the Philippine Star, 10 PNP senior officers yet to file their courtesy resignation. So, ayun, hinihintay. 10 na lang out of the, 400 plus, 10 PNP senior officers have to file. 3 of them are high-ranking generals. 3 of them are generals and 7 are colonels. Pag-usapan din natin yan kay Senator Bato de la Rosa. Meanwhile, court-martial readied for Durante. If you remember, the former head of the Presidential Security Group, Brigadier General Jesus Durante, and 7 of his subordinates who were implicated and charged of murder in the killing of Davao City model Yvonne Chua Plaza will be facing court-martial. Kumbaga, procedural na po yan kasi talaga namang kinasuhan na siya at nagtatago pa rin daw. Okay. Meanwhile, the workers, agricultural workers or members of the Federation of Free Workers called on President Marcos to appoint a qualified and experienced individual who could decisively address the agriculture sector's problems. Okay, yan po ay mahalaga because yung emphasis is a qualified and experienced individual. Kasi there are rumors, may mga umuugong at may nagpapaugong. There are people who are also fanning the rumors of so-and-so becoming the next Secretary of Agriculture after failing, excuse me, kinukulam yata ako, after failing to win in their senatorial bid. Okay, so wag naman pong ganon. Ang agriculture natin earns billions of pesos, creates millions of jobs. Huwag naman pong gawing parang consuelo ng bobo. Ay, consuelo de bobo. Okay. Meanwhile, government developing mobile app for hassle-free tourist entry. The Department of Tourism is working with a private sector group to develop a mobile application that will allow hassle-free entry of tourists to the Philippines. Okay, that is nice, that is good. Don't we have enough already? Ang dami naman sa online, ayusin nyo na lang because every time a government office attempts this, more often than not, mas madalas sa nangyayari, sumasabit. Either the app is lousy or they end up in the office of the ombudsman. So, wag na. We have so many more. Spend your time and money on more important needs like toilets for tourists. Okay. Still no sign of missing Cessna. Authorities up north and the CAAP are still conducting search and rescue operations in the Isabela province area in search of the Cessna plane with 6 passengers that remain missing for nearly a week already. Okay. And then last but not the least, 2 piraso na lang, the photo at the bottom of the Philippine Star, public school teachers perform a Zumba dance at the Manila Education Center in Arroceros Forest Park yesterday to demand an increase in public school salaries. It is so sad na dinadaan na lang sa exercise sayawan what is a much deserved salary increase. Okay. And last but not the least, the COMELEC chief, Chairman George Garcia, yesterday issued a last-minute appeal to the public to register and be able to exercise the right to vote. Para sa inyong mga may piniling kandidato pero hindi nakaboto, baka naman this time gusto nyo nang magparehistro para makaboto kayo kasi ganyan ang nangyari sa Amerika. That's what happened in the US. Many people, after Trump won and performed miserably, realized that their votes counted. So please register at the nearest COMELEC registration center. Okay, let's now go to our main program. The time is 8:13, but we will first go for a break. And when we return, like I announced, our guest is none other than Senator Bato Dela Rosa. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the program agenda. I'm your host, Cito Beltran, and let's get to know our announced guest this morning. Gabriel, please roll out the Betamax.
Senator Ronald Bato Dela Rosa has been a public servant for more than 3 decades. Prior to being a lawmaker, Dela Rosa was the first PNP chief under former President Rodrigo Duterte's administration. Currently, Dela Rosa is the chairperson of the Senate Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs. The senator also holds a master's degree in public administration and a doctorate degree in development administration.
Senator Dela Rosa, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, Cito, and to our followers. Good morning po sa inyo lahat.
Okay, before we get into the serious matters of state and public affairs, kakamustahin ko lang po kayo. Please allow me to reiterate and repeat our condolences. I know your mother passed away during the holidays, and how are you now? Medyo okay na ba tayo, sir?
Okay na tayo, Cito. Talagang mahirap magbubuo, no? Kahit matanda na tayo pagdating sa loss of our mother. Medyo masakit talaga, pero at least move on na tayo ng dandahan.
Okay. Tayong mga bato, ika nga nila, pusong mamon. So, pag si mama ang nawala, medyo hirap. It has been many years for me, and in fact, I was thinking of my own mother just last night. But I'm just curious. Talagang I have to ask you this dahil mama's boy ako. Ewan ko, ikaw mama's boy ka eh. Pero, was your mom a disciplinarian o tatay mo talaga yung disciplinarian?
Actually, yung nanay ko talaga, I am a mama's boy, but then palagi ako nakakatikim noon ng, alam mo yung pinakadulong branch ng twigs ng bayabas. Napakasakit yun pag yun ang ipapalo sa'yo, pag ikaw ay matigas ang ulo. Kaya talagang I remember my mom palagi kapag ako'y nagkakamali, naalala ko yung mother ko. Talagang disciplinarian yun sa amin.
Okay, ano ba? Umaabot ba yung sanga ng bayabas o pinapadinig lang sa iyo yung
abot talaga. Talagang may markings talaga dito sa likod ng paa ko. Kapag alam mo na.
Likod ng paa?
Hindi, yung paa yung sa legs.
Yung binti.
Likod ng binti.
Okay. Akala ko merong cruel and unusual punishment na pinahiga ka tapos pinapalo yung talampakan.
Ay, hindi naman.
Para hindi ka malikot. And anyway, well, I'm glad that you're beginning to adjust to that. Although, as they say, it never goes away. We just kind of get used to it. And anyway, what have you been up to? Kasi medyo na-shock ako. I didn't expect you to be our guest today because sabi ko busy-busy. Pero biglang nabulaga ako sa headline ng Philippine Star na ang unang banat mo for 2023 was the ICC. What brought this about, Senator?
Well, siguro plain reactions on their insistence to conduct a probe as to the alleged AJK ko, na nangyayari dito sa Pilipinas. So, yun lang, nagre-react lang naman tayo sa kanilang mga ginagawa.
Okay. Do you feel that they're targeting you? Kasi parang ang lumalabas sa mga nababasa ko na sa media is that you are number 1 on the guest list and not President Duterte as many people assumed.
Ewan ko lang sa pagkakaalam ko, President Duterte is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
At maybe I'm just number 2. Andyan ako sa ilalim. Pero whatever, number 1 or number 2, if they are targeting us, then we have to prepare ourselves.
Okay, and what sort of preparation are you undertaking? Because nagsalita naman yung DOJ, nagsalita din yung PNP that they're actually already welcoming the representative of the ICC to conduct their investigations. But you yourself have said na hindi dapat because that would be a violation of the country's independence, and we have our own constitution and we have our own way of doing things.
Well, I'm not sure, Sito, no? Yung sinabi mo tungkol na wini-welcome ng DOJ, yung pagpasok nila dito sa ating jurisdiction. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure because the last thing that I heard from Secretary Remulla is that hindi nila wini-welcome. They're not allowing these probers to get into our jurisdiction and interfere with our internal affairs. I'm not sure yung sinasabi mo kung which is tama.
Yeah. Okay, baka naman na mali lang ang pagkaintindi ko, but at least it's good to clarify with you. So, are you already consulting with lawyers? Are you preparing a defense team? Or do you think na the warrants will never be recognized in the Philippine territory?
Well, I think since whatever if they are going to issue warrants of arrest, hypothetical situation, kung hahantong tayo sa puntong yan na mag-issue sila ng warrants of arrest against us, then the next question there is the Philippine government bound to observe or to implement these warrants since we are no longer a member of the ICC? Are we bound? Is the Philippines bound to obey or to implement their warrants? Since being a non-member of the ICC anymore, then are we bound to implement that?
Okay.
So that's another issue to be settled.
Yeah, okay. Good to know that. Now, in relation to what the ICC is trying to investigate, yung war against drugs, there's a new administration and syempre, hindi naman tamang mag-criticize tayo. But do you feel that there is continuity in the war against drugs? Kasi parang nag-iba ng strategy na ang PNP. And yet there continues to be a lot of drugs being found, confiscated, and some arrests have been made. Is there continuity sa palagay mo? Nagtutuloy ba? Are you happy with the way the drug war is being conducted, or does it still need more teeth?
Well, I can still feel that there is continuity, but with different direction, different approach, and different intensity. So yan ang nakikita ko. Meron lang diferensya konti, but still, there is a continuity because regardless of who the sitting president is, what kind of administration do we have, still, it is a mandate of our law enforcement agencies to implement the law. And we have existing laws against the use and sale, manufacture, and dealing of illegal drugs. So, in-implement pa rin yan ng ating mga kapulisan at ng PDEA, I suppose.
What is your direction as far as all of this is concerned? Kasi hindi ko nasasabihin kung sino yung mga ito, no? But there are congressmen who want to push for the legalization of, they claim, medical marijuana. Dahil sabi nila, marami ng countries are allowing it, retail sa Thailand, etc., and Netherlands, etc., and America. What is the direction? What is your direction as chairman of the committee on law and order regarding all of this?
Well, nagkakaroon na kami ng maraming hearings yan, no? It was presided by Senator Robin Hood Padilla about medical marijuana. And my stand to this particular measure is that I support medical marijuana, granting that it will also be approved by Department of Health. Pag okay sa Department of Health, okay rin ako. Because why do we have to deprive itong ating mga kababayan na nangangailangan ng medical marijuana kung ito'y available at ito'y talagang nakakagamot sa kanilang mga kapansanan. So why do we have to deprive them of that? So that's my reason. But yun nga, pending the approval of our experts, no, particularly the Department of Health. Pag okay sa kanila, then okay ako. I support medical marijuana.
Okay, what about our laws? Because now you are a senator, dati kayo yung enforcer, you ang law enforcer before, now you are the lawmaker. What is your assessment of Philippine laws and punishments regarding drugs? Because there is the discussion that there are many cases of minor drug offenses where people end up spending years in jail. Sabi nga nung iba pare, isang stick ng marijuana o shabu ay mas matindi pa yung parusa kaysa sa nang hold up o nang gumagamit ng baril. I don't know what the accurate assessment is, Senator, but should we start lightening the punishments, etc.?
Yeah, to give you a brief background, no, Cito, nag-file ako ng amendment to our Dangerous Drugs Act, particularly yung somehow decriminalizing the use of illegal drugs. Dahil nga, ang aking premise doon, during our, at the height of the implementation of our war on drugs, awa ako doon sa mga offenders, no? Punong-puno yung ating mga kulungan, nahirapan sa makatulog, hindi sila talagang inhuman yung situation nila. Kaya nasabi nga natin noon, why not diretso na lang ito instead na ikulong, diretso na lang silang i-rehab. Ganun ang ating treatment dapat. So kaya ako nag-file ng amendment to the Dangerous Drugs Act. But ngayon, the present situation naman, nagbago, hindi na ganun katindi yung kampanya sa illegal na droga. Unlike noon na talagang ratsada yun, lahat ng police station talagang nakatutok sa drugs. But ngayon, hindi na gaanong matindi. So nakita rin natin yung congestion rate ng kulungan, hindi na rin ganun congested yung ating mga kulungan. So yung aking amendment then is for the purpose of decongesting our detention facilities. So ngayon naman nakikita ko yung need hindi nag-aano at saka nakita ko yung reaction. Alam mo, tayo mga lawmakers dapat we must be sensitive to the reaction of both the pros and the antis, no? Kita ko yung reaction ng mga anti-decriminalization of dangerous drugs ay very vehement. Sabi nga nila, pag ma-decriminalize yan, baka lalala yung drug problem ng Pilipinas. Dahil nga sabihin ng mga kabataan na it's okay lang pala. It's okay to use drugs. Hindi pala tayo makukulong. I-rehab lang pala tayo. So yun, nawawala yung deterrence. Yung deterrence.
Parang yung nangyari parang yung nangyari sa San Francisco or parts of the US na where they took out the jail term on certain minor crimes and dumami ang break-in, damage to property, etc. Parang naging 5-5 ang basag kotse sa Amerika. Anyway, okay, Senator, ito naman, I don't want to put you on the spot, but it's already, even the Chief PNP and the Secretary of Interior Local Government has talked about it. What about this alleged, reported 10 generals who are involved in illegal drugs and the fact na parang up to now walang nahuhuling big time drug lord? You've been there in that spot, and now they're talking about generals involved. What's your assessment and comment on all of this?
As far as civil service law is concerned, we have to respect itong mga hindi nag-submit ng kanilang courtesy resignation, di ba? Hindi naman talaga yan siya. Kaya nga, courtesy resignation, voluntaryo yan. Nakikiusap lang tayo na mag-submit sila ng courtesy resignation. So kung ayaw nila, iniisip na yung future ng kanilang pamilya, yung future nila, no? Pag retire, kung mag-resign sila, wala na silang matatanggap na retirement benefits. Yan din ang iniisip nila. So siguro, kung hindi sila resign, then yun nga, pwede silang i-floating, hindi sila bigyan ng posisyon hanggang sa mag-retire sila, hanggang abot sila ng retirement.
Yung bang practice of sorry sir, yung bang practice of floating or putting in this imaginary freezer, does it really help? Does it really work? Because ordinary citizens sinasabi, anong floating? Dapat yan, ilagay yan sa stockade, ilagay yan sa brigada. Pagkatapos siguraduhin walang makausap dahil pagka ganyan, suspect na nga. And some people are saying na, bakit yung ordinary citizen, pag pinagsuspetsahan, dampot kagad. You're the veteran here. Kanya, pasensya kayo. Kailangan ikaw tanungin ko kasi mahirap yung magmarunong eh.
Alam mo Cito, ganito lang yan eh. If you have the goods against these people, you file the appropriate case against them para matanggal sila at sila makulong. Pero kung wala tayong mabigat na ebidensya, meron din namang rights itong mga tao na ito na dapat rin natin i-observe, di ba? So hindi mo rin basta-basta ikulong sila right away dahil suspect sila. Kaya nga, sabi ko nga, kung meron tayong ebidensya, file cases kagad.
But yung freezer or yung floating, is it effective? Kasi I've talked to other former officials, sabi nila, pare, courtesy resignation pa, i-freezer lang yan asurin, i-floating lang yan. Tapos na ang kwento. Talaga bang effective yung freezer and floating?
That's the most that the commander can do, or the chief PNP can do against those alleged or reported erring officers.
Yeah.
So far, yan ang kanyang magawa na paraan, or itapon niya doon sa Mindanao, which I did before, kasi kung mas madali yung pag itapon mo doon tapos takot silang mamatay doon, hindi sila nag-report doon sa Mindanao, then they will be charged for absence without leave, awol sila, and matanggal na kagad sila sa serbisyo. Di ba? Pero yung pag-freezer sa kanila, effectively, mawawalan rin sila. Kung talaga totoong involved sila sa droga, mawawalan sila ngayon ng power, mawawalan sila ng connection dahil wala na sila sa pwesto eh. Wala na sila sa pwesto. At nakatutok sa kanila, binabantayan na lang sila palagi. So, malaking bagay rin yan against them.
And people don't want to associate with them when they're under suspicion kasi baka pati yung mga walang kasalanan mapaghinalaan.
Yes, that's
Ayun.
it. So,
okay, now, Senator, what's your reaction doon naman sa review board? Kasi ako mismo, pasensya ka na, sabi ko, bakit pa kayo merong internal affairs division tapos biglang magbubuo kayo na review board na puro retired generals? You're a retired general, you're a senator. Did they ever invite you to be part of that review board like General si Mayor sa Baguio? Magalong. Sorry. Thank you, Mrs. Dela Rosa.
Narinig mo pala.
Hindi, believe ako dyan kay Ma'am Dela Rosa eh. Idol ko yan eh.
I was never invited. Yung take ko naman diyan is uh, ako yung nakikiusap sa kanila kung sino man yung magbubuo ng review board o review committee, just to be objective, fair, and just in their assessment to these officers, dahil itong mga officers na ito ay they stake their life, no, in the service of this country, and alam naman nila yan, ang mga career officers nila sila na they built their career for the last 29 or 30 years or so, and hindi po basta-basta pinagdaanan nila. Kaya yung mga sana, ang wish ko lang ay yung mga matitinong opisyal, sana hindi ma-jeopardize yung future nila at ng future ng kanilang pamilya. Dahil nga, pag tinanggap yung kanilang resignation, automatically wala na silang matatanggap na pension benefits. Wala silang retirement benefits na matatanggap.
Okay, and under this situation, kasi nangyari na ito, sinasabi ng Secretary of Interior and the Chief PNP, there are problems in the PNP. They need to undergo a cleansing process. Hindi ko naman inaaway yung IAD. In fact, sila yung una kong sinabing dapat i-frontline. That is also in a way saying na ineffective yung Internal Affairs Division. Would you, is it possible that they have already also been compromised or become ineffective?
Hindi ko rin masasabi yan, Hindi ko rin masasabi dahil they are working naman yung IAS, Internal Affairs Service. Marami rin naman silang napapadismiss ng mga erring policemen. Siguro yung si SILG at saka si
Chief PNP.
Chief PNP ay mas gusto nila yung another body na independent para tututok lang talaga dito. Tututok na lang dito sa itong mga nag-resign na mga opisyal na ito. Ang IAS kasi kahit papaano police pa rin yan sila, kahit na Internal Affairs Service sila, no? Mga police pa rin yung magkakandak ng investigation para siguro maging independent. Mas minabuti ni SILG at ni Chief PNP na kukuha doon from outsider ng PNP.
As a lawmaker, meron bang mga batas na kulang or pwedeng ibigay mong power sa Internal Affairs Services? Kasi you're right, no? They're still police pa rin sila kahit anong mangyari. At paano mo nga naman papalagan pag colonel na at saka general na yung pinaghihinalaan? What can you do as a former Chief PNP at sitting senator para mabigyan sila ng ipin? Ano bang areas ang tingin mo mahina for anti-corruption action in the PNP?
Alam mo, ang nakita ko dyan, isa na pinaka-importanting magiging amendment, kung i-amend natin yung RA 551 or 6975, yung power ng disciplining authority like the Chief PNP, the regional director or the director of National Support Unit or the provincial director or the city director or the chief of police, as the case may be, to institute disciplinary actions against erring personnel, no? Yung the authority kagaya sa armed forces na pwede lang ikulong kaagad sa stockade yung kanilang tao na gumawa ng misdemeanor. Sa PNP wala yan because si PNP hindi kami covered ng articles of war, yung military law.
Ayun.
Civilian in nature. So everything has to go through the process, yung legal process, yung proseso na due process talaga, na i-charge mo muna, paglabas ng warrant, saka mo ikulong, ganon, or kung wala kang sinasabi namin na hindi inquisable offense, hindi mo pwede ma-inquest, hindi mo siya maikulong. dumadaan yan lahat dumadaan yan lahat sa due process. Unlike sa Armed Forces of the Philippines na yun din ang inadapt na sistema ng Coast Guard na parang covered sila ng Articles of War. Pag ikaw ay loko-loko na sundalo, pwede ka kagad ay kulong ng commanding officer. So in our case, yung chief of police, pag nakita, halimbawa, merong krimen na nangyari, itong police niya ay involved sa rape or involved sa murder. Siguro, mga 2 months ago or 3 months ago, ngayon, na-establish nila na ito'y talaga ay involved sa krimen, itong police na ito. In the present situation, hindi mo yan siya pwede ikulong kaagad. Dahil nga, wala na
Civilian in nature.
Civilian in nature at saka matagal na nangyari yung krimen. So sa armed forces, kapag nalaman nila na gano'n, pwede ikulong nila kaagad yan. Dahil nga, meron silang articles of war na sinusundan. So yan sa pulis, yan ang kulang.
Kaya pala yung ang solution always, and I have seen this personally kasi meron nga akong alam na case na may rape. Nung ni-repair ko sa mga kaibigan ko sa PNP, sabi sa akin, Cito, papadala na lang namin sa Marag Bali para sana doon may ligaw na bala para dyan sa demonyong yan kasi hindi namin mapapakulong because the guy was really a bad case and medyo hindi makulong, and it's because can you do that? Well, you cited the Coast Guard. Yung Coast Guard pala, hindi ba civilian in nature din ang Coast Guard?
Yeah, but the system that they are adopting is like the Philippine Navy or like the military. Yung sistema. So maganda yung na ginawa ng sistema.
So are you going to push for that, Senator Dela Rosa, yung magkaroon ng disciplinary system ang PNP na similar to the AFP Coast Guard na under Articles of War discipline?
Hindi naman, similar to that, but we cannot adapt the Articles of War. Maybe certain provisions lang ng amendment ng RA 8551 or 6975 na isaksak natin doon para magkakaroon ng ganitong power yung ating disciplining authority. Kasi the most that the disciplining authority can do kapag suspect sa isang krimen yung isang police, kung hindi talaga pwede i-inquest, ay hanggang restriction lang. Restricted to barracks. So, restriction lang siya sa loob ng headquarters. Hindi siya pwede lumabas. Hindi mo siya pwede ikulong. Hindi mo siya pwede i-stockade. Hindi mo siya pwedeng ilagay sa silda. Dahil suspect pa lang siya. Hindi inquisable yung kanyang situation.
How long would gaano katagal, how long would it take to make those amendments? Kasi napakalaking bagay niyan for the PNP because lagi ngayon na nakikriticize ang PNP na parang walang action against erring officers. So your explanation makes people understand na hindi pala problema yung leadership, problema pala yung organizational concept ng PNP as civilian in nature. Gaano katagal or gaano kabilis magagawa yung pagbabago na yan, Senator Dela Rosa?
Depende yan sa takbo ng deliberation ng magiging batas na ito. I don't know. Baka at least 1 year siguro. At least 1 year.
Pero pag nilabas mo yung muscle mo, palagay ko madadali, no? Tapos nagpatulong ka pa kay Robin Hood. Anyway, Senator, let's go for a quick break, and when we come back, magpa-pass break naman tayo dun sa mga natitirang mga topics kasi meron tayong dalawang mga hindi natapos before the Christmas holidays. We'll go for a quick break. We'll be right back here on Agenda. Welcome back to the program agenda. I'm your host, Cito Beltran, and with us this morning is our regular and friend at the Senate, Senator Bato Dela Rosa. Senator, we already talked about yung sa ICC, pinag-usapan natin yung PNP cleansing, and thank you very much for explaining the fact that the PNP leadership has difficulty disciplining, especially detaining its own, because under the civilian nature of the PNP, you have to go through so much legal process. It takes forever. Okay, now, of course, we hope you can do the revision or amendment to the Republic Acts so that the discipline can be immediate. Now, pag-usapan po natin yung mainit pang topic, yung POGO. Kayo ni Senator Win Gatchalian are the two most visible senators who were talking about this topic. Where are we, or where are you as far as the POGO or offshore gaming issue is concerned?
First, Sito, there are two committees conducting separate investigations regarding POGO operations. My committee, Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, is investigating about the criminal aspects of POGO operations, or the POGO-related crimes. Yan ang ating inimbestigahan. And Senator Win Gatchalian's committee naman is investigating the social cost against the benefits that we derive from POGO operations. So, dalawang committees ito involved. And right now, as far as my committee is concerned, meron pa akong isang hearing na gagawin bukas regarding sa privileged speech delivered by Senator Grace Poe about yung Chinese Filipina that was abducted. Actually, victim ito ng kidnap or ransom dahil there was trafficking, there was kidnap or ransom dahil may ransom na hinihingi. Yung isang babae na Chinese Filipino ay nag-apply sa isang POGO company. Then after that, ibininta sa another company in the tune of 250,000 pesos. So ngayon, yung babae, para ma-release from their control, ay ito'y nag-demand ng ransom money na 250,000 pesos para ma-release nila to the family of the victim. So ito'y imbestigahan natin bukas, and after that I can really deliver my committee report to the plenary siguro next week.
Okay. Have you received reports also of multiple violations of immigration law? Kasi kamakailan lang, someone approached me to help regarding the deportation of a foreign national, Asian, na i-deport na raw kasi overstaying. Eh nung na-imbestiga ko, nakadalawang POGO na siya, parehong kinlose, parehong naka-blacklist, pagkatapos nag-multiple extension pa siya as tourist. Sabi ko doon sa nag-request, sabi ko, Iha, sabihan mo dyan sa best friend mo, umalis na. Umalis na dahil criminal na siya even without intending to be. And what about immigration violations? Have you collected enough on these violations as well?
Not so much Sito, kasi nakafocus yung investigation natin dito sa POGO crimes at saka yung social cost and benefits of POGO operations. Maybe later ibang investigation na naman yan, but I know of cases na yung ating mga Chinoys nagrereklamo na dyan sa Manila area na yung kanilang hanap buhay ay na-take over na ng mga taga-mainland China na hindi nga marunong magtagalog pero sila na ngayon ang may hawak diyan sa mga tindahan, mga distribution diyan sa Manila. So alam natin yan na meron diyan karamihan diyan ay walang working permit na pumasok dito. Pure tourist lang ang kanilang permit. Pero pagdating dito, sila nagtatrabaho na either as Pogo or other business undertakings.
Okay, meron na ba kayong report from the DOJ regarding the thousands, ilan ba yun yung sinasabi nila no na Pogo workers that are supposed to be deported? Were they actually deported? Have they left the country voluntarily? What has the DOJ reported to your committee, Senator Dela Rosa?
So far, yung report na natanggap natin noon is that on process yung deportation ng mga na-close shop na mga Pogo, no? Yung mga employees ng mga Pogo na yon. And hindi pa ako nakatanggap ng progress report pertaining to that issue. Okay.
Anyway, last topic, Senator, medyo unfinished business natin from the last year. Alam mo naman, sa bungero ako and nalulungkot lang ako kasi nag-surrender na raw yung third police officer involved doon sa kidnapping and disappearance ng isang agent ng online sabong. But we've not heard anything from the CIDG or the PNP on follow-ups or development kung makikita pa yung 34 sabungeros na yun. What happened to your investigation? It's your committee handling that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, our committee investigation resulted to the ultimate resolution of 3 out of 7 disappearance cases. So 3 pa lang ang nabigyan ng linaw. So nung in-adjourn natin yung committee hearings natin at nag-file tayo ng committee report, we give instructions to the CIDG and the NBI to continue on with their operations dahil hindi naman po pwedeng forever na lang kami mag-hearing dyan sa Senado para dyan. So, yun nga, binigyan natin sila instructions na ituloy nila yung investigation nila and to update us pertaining to yung progress ng kanilang investigation. And meron naman sila mga updates na, yun nga, napailan na ng kaso, yung mga suspect. Ito, alam mo, hindi naman siguro ito suntok sa buwan, no? Pero baka abot sa punto na yung mga napailan ng kaso, finally, ay magsasabi na rin kung saan nila tinago yung mga labi ng mga sabungero na yan. It's very hard to make this 36 people disappear without a trace. So sana meron out of those yung mga napailan natin ng kaso ng mga security guards nung mga sabungan, mga security guards na sabungan at saka yung mga pulis na napailan ng kaso, hopefully meron sa kanila magsasabi kung saan tinago yung mga patay na 36 sabungeros. At,
okay, kung sila mismo yung police, no, and I'm just speculating or a hypothetical question, kung sila mismo yung kumuha ng mga sabungero, sila yung pumatay, naglibing, etc. Pero inutusan sila or they did it for someone, can they actually turn state witness? Kasi di ba yung kung uuwi sa who committed the most sin is the most guilty cannot be a state witness. Dito sa 34 sabungero, pwede bang mag-state witness yung mga pulis? Oops, okay, naghang. Yun, bumalik. Balik natin si Senator. Sandali lang po, Senator. At medyo parang, okay, Gab, can we bring in Senator Bato? I can see him on the monitor there. We're just connecting with the senator. Last 2 minutes pa naman. Okay, okay. Because we are checking regarding the issue of state witness. If ayun, Senator, yung issue ng state witness, kasi marami nagsasabi, nahuli na, sumurrender na actually yung 3 pulis, napakadaling pa-cooperate niyan dahil pag pulis sa pulis na nag-usap, pwede pa silang mag-state witness.
Isa yan sa possibility, no? Isa yan sa possibility na pwede mangyari. Tingnan natin kung anong gagawin ng sa IDG dyan para makakuha sila ng cooperation from these suspects. Baka mamaya meron din bibigay. Meron bibigay dyan sa kanila. Hopefully.
Okay, well, we will continue in our prayers dahil hindi naman tayo tinitigilan din ng mga namatayan na mahihirap ang kalagayan. Mahirap na nga sila sa buhay, nawalan pa sila nung kanilang mga breadwinner sa pamilya. Anyway, final question, Senator, anything in particular na pinagkaka-interesan mo in terms of legislation?
Medyo busy tayo ngayon dito sa yung itong priority measure na gusto ng Malacanang, yung mandatory ROTC bill natin. Talagang ang discussion nito, kailangan pag-aralan natin mabuti para maganda ang magiging implementation ng batas na ito. So next week mayroon pa kaming hearing para dito. So, yan ang kinabisihan natin ngayon.
Okay. Well, ano ang basa mo, sir? Will it be Philippine Army ROTC or will it be multiple services, major services, and Coast Guard?
Multiple yan. Merong yung tri-service ng Armed Forces of the Philippines, Army, Air Force, Navy. Yung 3 niyan sila maghahawak ng kanilang mga ROTC units.
Okay, pahabol ko na lang, Senator, isaksama mo na Red Cross kasi alam mo, lagi natin nakakalimutan yung civilian training, rescue, etc. Puro na lang defense pero wala yung pag-disaster na. Anyway, thank you very much, Senator Bato Dela Rosa. I pray for your continued health, for God to give you wisdom, and please send our love to Mrs. Dela Rosa, your technical director at saka executive producer.
Thank you daw, Cito. Salamat, Cito. Thank you.
Okay, good morning to you. That's Senator Bato Dela Rosa, and ayun po, marami tayong napag-usapan, maraming nalinaw. Let's now go to our blessing for the day that I chose for many of you and remind you, if you say, "The Lord is my refuge," and make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent. That is from Psalm 91 verses 9 to 10. I'm Cito Beltran, wishing you a good day, a great week, and a happy week. Thank you for joining us. God bless all of you. Please keep it here on One News.